everyone, and welcome to another episode of Crafty Beer Reviews. Today I will be reviewing a very special beer. This right here is the Sierra Nevada 30th Anniversary Charlie, Fred, and Kin's Imperial Helles Box. Whoa, that is a mouthful, hot damn. Now, if you guys are not familiar with the names behind this beer, Charlie Papazian is the well-known president of the Brewers Association. He's also written a few books. He's a home brewer for a very, very long time. Fred Eckhart is also a very well-known home brewer, and he's written a few books. And, of course, Ken Grossman is the founder of Sierra Nevada. Now, this beer was originally released in 2010. That's right. That makes this beer 4 years old. So that is quite a while to let this thing age. Really weird. I just randomly found this at my grocery store the other day. It's actually the same place that I found the 30th Anniversary Black Barley Wine a few months back. If you guys have not seen that review, I loved it. Go check it out. Awesome, awesome beer. Aged super well. So I have pretty high hopes for this one, even though it's a very different style. I'm a little worried that it didn't age quite as well, but we shall certainly see. It's kind of interesting for them to be doing a lager. Let's go ahead and check out the aroma. This is actually pretty sweet on the first note. Yeah, I'm getting some sweet toasted bread. I'm getting some honey type of notes. I'm getting like a touch of caramel. It's kind of a lighter caramel. Yeah, very sweet though. Very bready, very toasty. Definitely smells oxidized too. I kind of get this kind of weird fruity note that you can get from oxidized beers. Definitely in there. I can't quite pick out a particular type of fruit, but it's in there. It's not great smelling though. Yeah, this smells really sweet. Again, just honey, caramel, a little bit of a floral type of note. Almost kind of smells like honeysuckle if you guys are familiar with that. Yeah, it smells like an okay beer. Let's go ahead and take our first sip. Wow. Gotta say, I'm a little surprised. This beer is 8.3%, and after 4 years, it's actually still a little boozy, which shocks me because I've had beers a lot stronger in this fresh that are not boozy, but this one actually does have a little bit of alcohol. I really couldn't smell it, but I can taste it, and I definitely get a warmth as it goes down. I mean, this is not as easy drinking as I would have suspected for how long it's been sitting. Definitely getting some sweet bready notes. I'm getting that kind of lightly toasted bread. Definitely a little bit of that sweet caramel. Definitely honey sweetness in there as well. I'm getting kind of that honeysuckle type of floral note as well. Very, very sweet, actually. I don't know. I'm assuming that this was probably not so sweet fresh because they probably had the hoppiness to balance it out a little bit more. But this has definitely grown into a very malty, sweet beer. I'm getting a little bit of oxidization in the taste, not as much as I got in the nose, but it's definitely in there. Man, this is not nearly what I was kind of hoping for, honestly. An Imperial Helles Bock is a unique style, and, you know, I figured that this might have aged well just because of the ABV, but I don't know. I mean, I have never had this beer fresh, so I can't comment on it. I wish I had it fresh, but, you know, I was underage at the time, and this beer was pretty limited, so of course I couldn't get my hands on it. But yeah, I can't see how this fresh could be any worse. Not that this is a terrible beer, but it really isn't very good. I mean, every sip I take, it's just kind of slightly boozy, it's sweet, there's some malty notes, but it's really not complex, and it's kind of a mess at this point, honestly. Yeah, just caramel, bready notes, toastiness, caramel, that kind of honeysuckle sweetness, like that kind of floral element, and then that's about it. There is a little bit of bitterness on the back end, and I know they use German hop varieties, I'm not sure what else. There's a little bit of a kind of an earthiness now that my palate's adjusted to some of the sweetness. Ooh, I can't talk. There is a little bit of that hop character, but it's really, really super faded. It does kind of have this odd tea-like type of character that's not particularly great tasting. It definitely does not blend very well with the rest of the beer. It's a little disappointing. I mean, no, it's not a little. It is disappointing so far. It's on the lighter side of medium for a body. It's got enough carbonation from keeping this flat, but it's not overly carbonated. It's actually slightly syrupy on the finish. Not so much that there's like a sticky kind of coating on my lips, but it's got a little bit of definite kind of a syrupy quality. Man, I mean, and again, the ABV is not particularly well hidden. I can taste it. I can feel it as it goes down, and I can't really smell it, which is nice. But yeah, this is. I don't know. I wish I'd gotten to try this fresh now because I'm not digging on this one, and I loved that black barley wine. Sierra Nevada makes some awesome beers, and I can't really fault them for this beer because, you know, one, it's 4 years old. It's not a style that I think most people would age this long. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think that's the case. And again, I also don't know where my grocery store got it from. I sure as hell hope it wasn't from their back room because that would not be the place to age this thing. So wherever they got it from, I don't know if it was aged properly. If you guys have had this aged, please let me know what your thoughts are, because this is just kind of disappointing. As far as rating goes right now, guys, I'm going with a 6.8 out of 10. It's disappointing, and I'm disappointed in it. You know, again, sweet notes, bready notes, a little bit of kind of underwhelming, you know, kind of tea-like hops, and that's about it, along with the booze. Just doesn't make for a super easy to drink beer. I got a whole nother. I have the rest of this bomber here, 750 milliliter actually, so that's a lot of beer to polish off. Doesn't taste too good, so yeah, definitely disappointed. Again, I can't really fault Sierra Nevada. I didn't have this fresh, and I'm sure they probably would not have recommended aging it this long, but who knows. So as far as my musical recommendation, guys, I want you to check out a group by the name of Ataxia, and their 2004 record, Automatic Writing. Now, they're kind of an interesting group. They're alternative rock, but they kind of have some old school rock feel. They have some psychedelic elements. They have some progressive elements. If you like that kind of music and some pretty long songs, I think you will enjoy it. Alright guys, please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I hope whatever you're doing involves good craft beer. See ya.